How porn messes with you. Hi, my name is Luke Vu, PhD, clinical psychologist, mental health expert, helping young men overcome digital addiction, depression, and anxiety. For most young men, pornography is likely the primary form of sexual education. Now, unfortunately, Professor Pornhub doesn't really prepare you for a healthy sexual relationship. In fact, it's the opposite. We break down 5 myths that may be slowing you down in developing a healthy sexual life. Quick disclaimer, I'm not your psych, this isn't treatment, and if you need a psych, you should find a registered, qualified psych in your area. Myth 1. You're meant to be the stallion, able to thrust away for hours. An inability to do so means you are sexually inadequate. The truth is, this simply isn't the norm. The average duration of sex is 5 minutes, with a range from 30 seconds to 40 minutes. Pornography isn't real sex. There are cuts, there are scenes, there's a plan, and these are professional performers. It's like trying to learn to drive by studying Fast and Furious. Myth 2. You always have to be ready. Any difficulty with your erection means there's something wrong with you. The truth is, every porn scene you watch never displays erectile dysfunction. Even in young, healthy adults, you will still experience some proportion of erection difficulty during partnered sex, and that's completely normal. Sexual health and erectile functioning is based on a range of factors: stressor, substance abuse, psychological health, etc. This isn't a catastrophe unless you see it as one. Communicating with your partner and focusing on intimacy should be the primary focus. The physical mechanics take less priority. Myth 3. You think that amazing sex should always result in an orgasm based on what you do, and you feel like a failure when there isn't one. The truth is, there are many factors to sexual satisfaction, and sexual technique is not on top of that list. Sexual communication, emotional intimacy, and compatibility are critical. Think of it as having a deep, vulnerable, physical conversation. Your partner isn't a type of physical puzzle to solve. Myth 4. You need to have an orgasm for it to count. The truth is, not every sexual interaction will result in an orgasm, and it doesn't need to. It's a bonus, not a criteria. It's how you communicate and connect before, during, and after sex that matters. Beating ourselves up or feeling inadequate because your partner or yourself didn't experience an orgasm discourages us from connecting with our partner. Explore other ways. It's not a catastrophe unless you see it as one. Myth 5. I need to know what I'm doing or I'm going to be judged. The truth is, we often have this unnecessary pressure to be good in bed or our partner will disapprove. That is, we feel the responsibility is ours to perform. Now, this can be a result of how pornography depicts this frictionless, formulaic type of performance with a director behind the scenes. The reality is that sex is imperfect, messy, and emotionally layered physical dialogue with your partner. This means communicating and jointly discovering what is comfortable and enjoyable for both of you. Think of it like a conversation. The worst conversations are the ones that you aren't even listening to the other person, and you're just waiting for your turn to speak and prove your point. More of these to come. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm Luke Vu. Be kind, be you. Catch you next time.